Democrats Adam Schiff, Eric Swalwell, and Ilhan Omar seemingly taken off guard when CNN host Dana Bash puts them in the hot seat over their committee assignment snubs.
You said that there was direct evidence of the fact that Donald Trump colluded with Russia back in 2016. Republicans argue that's proof that you used your position on the Intelligence Committee to intentionally mislead Americans, which is why you should not be on that committee.
The only real explanation is he needs Marjorie Taylor Greene's vote. He needs Paul Gosar's vote. He wants to retaliate for their removal from the committee.
Did you put yourself in a vulnerable position in any way so that this alleged Chinese spy could have benefited or even learn American secrets?
Yeah. Absolutely not. There's nothing there. I did what every American should have. This is some Bakersfield BS. It's Kevin McCarthy weaponizing his ability to commit this political abuse because he perceives me, just like Mr. Schiff and Ms. Omar, as an effective political opponent.
Congresswoman Omar, about what Republicans are saying about you, that there is a pattern of anti-Semitic and other controversial statements that make you unfit to sit on, in your case, the House Foreign Affairs Committee.
I wasn't aware of the fact that there are tropes about Jews and money. That has been a very enlightening part of this journey.
Let's get right to Fox News contributor Joe Concha with his reaction. Yeah. Joe, what do you think about all that?
Well, credit where credit is due, Todd. Dana Bash simply presented obvious facts that we've talked about on this network for years regarding Adam Schiff and his myriad of lies and leaking regarding evidence of Trump-Russia collusion, Eric Swalwell and his spooning with a Chinese spy named Fang Fang, which I would think should have kind of been a giveaway in that dating situation, and Ilhan Omar and her blatant anti-Semitism towards Israel. Did you know that she even introduced a resolution on the floor calling for the boycott of Israel? And she compared it to, it would be like boycotting the Soviet Union and Nazi Germany. So the booting of all three of these Democratic lawmakers was justified here. And the only card they have left to play is the victim card. And they look pathetic in doing so. Elections have consequences. And this is an example of it. They should not be on these committees based on their actions and based on their lies to the American people. It's pretty much that simple.
You know, they kind of had to know that these questions, granted, you know, no matter what network it was on, these questions were going to come to them because this is a very hot topic right now. But it honestly seems like they do not believe they should have been taken off, especially Swalwell. That's the one that gets me the most, Joe.
Ashley, no doubt. They feel that, what do you mean you're taking us off these committees? Well, I'm sorry, this is the Democratic playbook that was established, the Democratic precedent when they booted Republicans off of committees in the last Congress. So you could say, well, that should have been justified. This should have been justified. Once you set that precedent, then Kevin McCarthy, of course, was going to do this as payback. But it's justified payback, again, for all the reasons we just listed in regards to Schiff, in regards to Swalwell, in regards to Omar, Todd.
Is this a good sign that fundamentally most Americans realize that these three should not be anywhere near classified information? The fact that Dana Bash from CNN, not necessarily right-wing media, is saying that?
Exactly, Todd. And particularly in regards to Schiff, again, he leaked to the press more times than you can count regarding classified information in the middle of hearings. This is the biggest open secret in Washington, and he was going to do so again if he was on any committee now, particularly the Intel Committee, which is involving so much sensitive information. So this is what happens when you have a new House Speaker. He or she can use that gavel how he or she desires, whether that's Pelosi or McCarthy. And now Democrats are feeling the pain that Republicans felt during the last Congress, Todd, Ashley.
You're absolutely right. And then Novak Djokovic, he won the Australian Open 1 year after he was banned from the country over the COVID vaccine mandate. Quite a win and really quite a message there, Joe.
I was floored that the U.S. Open, Ashley, last year would not allow the best player in the world to play in its tournament because he wasn't vaccinated. I mean, this is utterly ridiculous because, as we know now, even if you're unvaccinated or vaccinated for that matter, if you're vaccinated, you could still transmit coronavirus to other people. And if you're a world-class athlete, there is almost no chance you're going to die or get sick from coronavirus, given that you're young, you have antibodies, and you can fight off this stuff. And the fact that Djokovic already had COVID, therefore he had natural antibodies, and they still wouldn't allow him to play is unbelievable, especially when you look at the U.S. southern border and you see millions of people coming over, most of which are unvaccinated, and they come into this country, they're allowed to stay, they go to all different parts of the country, but Djokovic couldn't fly into New York and play in the U.S. Open there because he wasn't vaccinated, despite the fact that he had COVID. So this really sends a message that should have never happened. And good for him as he continues his march to win more majors than any tennis player in history. He's one of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time, and he certainly earned it in Melbourne this weekend, guys.
A huge win for Djokovic, but also a huge win for standing up for freedom. You know, a lot of these people got dragged through the mud for standing up for freedom. Seems like he's getting his due, and it's a pretty good due.
Joke's on him. Also, I've noticed that in the Northeast, you and I heard Joe say tournament. Where I'm from in the Midwest, it's tournament.
Oh.
So every time I hear it, I'm just like, where'd that come from?
Do you say Caribbean or Caribbean, Ashley?
Caribbean.
On the spot.
Oh.
I go Caribbean.
Wow.
That's interesting.
We're opposite.
Okay.
It's opposite day.
I think we're going to shoot a story with Joe. We're going to go to Joe's house, just going to go over a bunch of words and see how Ashley says them different from Joe. I guess I'll be the tiebreaker because I've lived all over. Joe, thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.